On this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast.
Oh, the Viverwind sure is frightful, 'cause that fire is delightful.
Even though they weathered the storm and found the village.
And now you are sitting on the edge of the lake. The village is on the other side of the lake from you.
It's deja vu all over again for the adventurers.
As you're sitting here on the edge of the lake, you're howling in the distance.
Is it a singular howl this time?
No.
God damn it again.
Can they deal with the Wolven menace once and for all?
I don't suppose I could use any of my new persuasion skills to persuade the wolves to leave us alone.
Get ready to toss a coin.
Nug, your Witcher medallion does nothing.
Take it!
Now.
Verily, there is nothing so hideous as the monsters, so contrary to nature, known as witchers. For they are the offspring of foul sorcery and devilry. They are rogues without virtue, conscience, or scruple, true diabolic creations fit only for killing. There is no place amidst honest men for such as they. And Kaer Morhen, where these infamous beings nestle, where they perform their foul practices, must be wiped from the surface of the earth and all trace of it strewn with salt and saltpeter. Anonymous, Monstrum, or Description of the Witcher. An excerpt from Blood of Elves by Andrzej Sapkowski.
So guys, I was looking through my massive dice collection and I figured out exactly which one is my favorite dice set. What set holds your favor, and what set do you own that you wish you didn't? What has betrayed you so much?
Okay, so I'll get this started because I've had dice for the longest. I feel like I had
you have seniority.
Weird reason. But no, for real, there was a set of dice because when we started playing, not many of us had dice sets because we were beginning. Nobody knew if they were going to like this whole thing or not. I had there used to be these M&M containers for Christmas, about 8 inches tall, clear plastic.
Oh my God, I remember this.
I have a thing of that full of dice that we used, and that's the beginning dice thing that I'm pretty sure was not even mine, or isn't mine technically to start off with, but at first belonged to my older brother, who is the one that kind of got me into playing Dungeons and Dragons over 10 years ago, before I lost people to play with and didn't touch it until we had this friend group. But so that one has a special place in my heart. But if I had to choose a favorite one, I have a just normal old Chessex dice set, Speckled Fire polyhedral 7 dice set that I got for
Drender.
No, actually. Drender had the Reign of Winter dice set because he was the first Reign of Winter character. This one I got for...
Because it was orange.
Did I buy this one? Was
it for Konar?
I feel like Konar was before Drender, and I got these after Reign of Winter started. I may have gotten these in between D&D games with my family and here.
No, you got it whenever we went to the Gamers Armory.
Did I buy this when I was with y'all?
Yeah.
Well, then it wasn't for a specific character. I just really like it. And for my current shape-shifting grapple-based character, I use this and a yellow dice set that is yellow speckled with red, as opposed to this one, which is red speckled with yellow. And I don't have a least favorite because I love all my dice.
Okay, well,
Equally.
I'll go next because I'm going to sound like I'm copycatting, but I'm not. I have a purple speckled Hurricane Chessex set that reliably rolls well without seeming like it's unfair. And I will roll those most often. That's what I've been rolling for this game. But my least favorite set makes me sad because they're one of my prettiest and coolest, but they're this type of design. They're like swirled with 2 different types of resin. One is opaque and one is a bit more clearish.
Is it the purple and white ones?
The yellow and red ones.
Would you say
they're beautiful to look at, but they're kind of like swirled with different types of resin, and it makes them unbearably uneven.
Would you say that they're your least favorite or just not as efficient?
Least trustworthy?
Ooh,
I mean, I love the way they look. The particular set of dice, they look like they've got bits of red and yellow fire. They're really pretty. I just can't roll them. Like, I can't actually use them in play, or I'm going to get the suckiest rolls ever.
Yeah, I get that. What about you, Derek?
I have been using a dice set for years that I think I originally bought for you, or I don't remember how we ended up getting it. Yeah, I have just one of the D6s over here because I don't need a D20.
Oh, the big dice.
But it was not just a jumbo D20. It was a jumbo like full dice set, D20, D12.
Yeah, 7-piece polyhedral set.
The whole set, but like big sized. I think I got you either a black set or a purple set, and you didn't care for it. And I ended up going back and getting like...
It's because they lunk.
I got all the colors for me. And so I have a red set, a purple set, and a black set, and I love the big red D20. I've used it for forever. I don't have a least favorite set because I just don't have that many dice. The only thing I can think of is I bought a Wrath of the Righteous dice set, like Pathfinder branded one, and I cannot for the life of me read the font on it.
Oh.
So I never, ever use it. But yeah, right here I'm using 3 of the jumbo D6s because of the Witcher game. I'm using one of the jumbo D10 sets. And then I actually have official Witcher RPG dice set here. It comes with just 6 D6s, a D10, and a D percentile. So.
Oh, I can add that. I have a set that I like, but they've disappointed me. I have a set of metal dice that are a lovely shade. What is that color?
It's like an aquamarine teal.
Yeah, like a teal or aquamarine.
Blue.
And they have like a silvery metal to them, but they have, it's like they've rusted or reacted. That kind of disappoints me. They were used to be really pretty, but it's like the humidity around here just got to my dice.
Maybe they're just tarnished.
Maybe.
And now, time for the greatest, the dice goblin themselves.
Yeah,
Drow.
so I have a dice box next to me that I made myself with my own 2 little gremlin hands, and it currently has 6 different sets of dice in it.
You should.
That's not even
should
touching the tip of
mention
the iceberg,
That
is
is
it?
not.
the jar behind you that is
Yeah.
entirely filled with dice.
Not just dice, your dice.
my dice.
I have my own little dice bag of all the little sets, and it can fit in like one bag, not like one dice set bag, but like one little hand-sized bag. And then I have a separate thing for like my DMing dice if I need, 20 D6s.
Yeah.
But you could combine all the dice I have for DMing and that I just personally use, and it would not even make up a quarter of the dice in that jar.
It is like a decorative jar completely filled with dice.
But your favorite dice?
Oh, phew. The ones that I like to touch the most, those are the rose quartz ones that I have. In terms of just like hand feel and sound, hang on. I really like the rose quartz dice. They are a little bit fragile, so I don't roll them as often as I would like to. But in terms of rolling, I have a dark elf dice set, yeah, I know, which is which is like a gunmetal color, and it has rainbow glitter resin in it. And whenever I first opened up this set, I rolled it, and I rolled a natural 20. And that's like the 3rd set that I've had do that. And these are my favorite ones to roll. They're nice and heavy too. Good to touch, not quite as good as the rocks. But my favorite to look at, it's probably the set that I never roll because it's kind of unbalanced. It's a clear resin set with skulls in it.
Oh, yeah, it's very unbalanced.
That I got from friend of the show, first time mentioning Micah.
The first time
those
we
are
mentioned
lovely.
him?
Yeah. I can't believe it. We've been friends for so long.
Related to this, maybe this is an easy question because I know pretty much the answer for a couple of you. What is your preferred like dice box setup? Do you roll on the table? Do you have like, I think all of us have dice boxes here. Do you have a choice of them? Like, what's your rolling setup?
I like to roll in a box because it helps keep things same-y, but
Yeah.
I have a dice tower that was given to me by, I don't think we've mentioned him before, but a friend of the show, Micah. But he sent me a wooden magnetic dice tower, a little small one that's easy to fit in places. So I'll bring that with me and I'll use that to roll dice. And it gives you that extra like wooden clicky clack, and it's real nice.
Now we should mention both of the dice boxes you and Kat use are like little wooden chests, like crafting chests.
They're like little jewelry boxes, but they've been lined with a soft material and have a magnetic strip for our bottle caps. Gifted to us
by me,
by the one, the only, the Drow.
It's funny because Drow got into making those dice boxes. Like they're stained. They have like a latch put on them and everything. They're really nice. And Drow, you've also made one for yourself with a separating, like there's no
it's magnets.
Hinge. Yeah, it's just magnets and clasps. They're all really fancy looking, and I'm over here with like the first dice thing you ever made me. I still use it to this day.
No, I didn't make that one.
You didn't make this one?
No.
Did I do this one?
Yeah.
Okay. This is like, so I have a big, basically it's a wooden picture frame from Walmart, like a really rustic wooden picture frame that's about 2 inches deep. And it's just got red felt in the bottom of it. This cost all of like $11 in materials from Walmart, and it has a single magnetic strip on the side. I've used this dice box for forever. I have several dice boxes that are nicer than this, and I use them for like storing things when I'm DMing, but I cannot get away from this. It makes such a good noise when I roll the big jumbo dice in it. Let's see if I can get this on mic.
Oh,
it's perfect.
I can't blame you because the acoustics are.
Oh, they're fantastic.
That thunk.
Yeah, that's perfect for the jumbo dice for me. It's cheap as but it works. And my players have come to fear the sound of them role-playing silently and then out of nowhere.
Yep.
The sound of danger.
Yeah.
Do you have a dice set for when you play and a dice set for when you DM? Or do you not differentiate?
Depends on the game.
I differentiate.
No, it depends on the game. I usually use the same jumbo sets.
Okay.
But the thing is, whenever I'm running a game like Pathfinder, I need a lot more dice. So usually if it's more than a couple D6s or like a D10 or so, then I get my big bag of dice that has like 10 sets in it, and I'll roll however many, but I don't actually end up pulling it out that much because at that point I'm starting to use just a digital roller. Yeah. Because I don't want to count and do math because I'm very lazy.
Yay, math.
But speaking of rolling to scare players, transitioning to the actual show here for a second, this book of tales,
making a hedgeway.
This book of tales is like the first like adventure book that's published I've ever read that specifically calls out different points. That says, hey, if your players are doing this thing, just roll a couple dice behind the screen. Keep them on their toes. It like specifically says that more than once. I love that. I do that anyway, but
I like that it mentions that, because if you're looking at other adventure paths, sometimes you get too lost in keeping up with things. Like a Pathfinder adventure path, I've used one or two of them, and there's a lot of rolls, a lot of stuff to keep up with. But the fact that on the page it reminds you, hey, freak them out a bit. That's nice.
Well, the interesting thing about this episode, since it's the third one, is it's time to do improvement points or experience. So in Forbidden Lands, every session you get XP for what you did the last time. It's kind of similar in this game. Basically, every session I hand out IP or improvement points, which is just per person based off of what they did in the thing. But there's no checklist like there is in Forbidden Lands. I don't go through and figure out like what you've done and count out your experience. Here, it's more like going from participated in the session all the way up to did something that blew the GM's mind. On average, you would get something around 3 or 4 improvement points, 3 being categorized as used skills effectively and 4 being did something impressive. For the show, we're going to hand out basically I think what I'm going to do is hand out 6 improvement points to everyone, which it categorizes as did something incredibly clever, which you guys, I think, do pretty regularly anyway. But it's more because this is a show. I want the experience to move,
Fast.
More, move fast, and because we're not going to be playing this super duper long term.
We want to show off some of the higher level stuff without having to play a year or two to get to it.
But at the same time, I don't want to blitz. But but at the same time, if you do something, I'm going to read the tiers for 7, 8, and 9. If you do something that was critical to the party's success, or 8 saved the entire party, or 9 blew the GM's mind, like, I will hand out more points for that, because those moments do happen and do deserve some extra reward. So everyone, take 6 improvement points. Yeah. You can use these to increase your skills. If you cast magic, you can use them to learn new spells, rituals, or hexes. And you don't have to spend them right now. But does anyone want to tell me what they're planning to do with improvement points, either now or saving for?
How do you spend them? Do you have to rest, or do you just get to spend them?
You don't need to rest. You just get it and you spend it. It's intended to be at the end of the session. I hand out improvement points, and then you just apply it.
So we should have done this at the end of second session.
Well, yeah, but we're doing the same format we did for Forbidden Lands. So you get your improvement points, and you can just allocate them to your skills. Some of the skills obviously take 2 points per, or they cost double basically. And the way you increase your skills is you don't just spend 1 to upgrade. If you want to take a skill that's a 4 and up it to a 5, you need to spend 4 improvement points.
Yep.
Oof.
Yeah. If you want to jump from 4 to 7, you have to pay 15. 4 plus 5 plus 6. So you have to spend however much you have to get to the next rank. The exception being at rank 1. You have to put 1 in to begin with. And everything is doubled, of course, for the spicy skills like spell crafting or spell casting, and other ones that cost double. Alchemy, crafting, etc. You can also spend improvement points on your skill trees. So every profession, which is kind of like a class in this game, has a skill tree. And basically, that is a set of skills you get to roll based on your profession, and they branch out as you progress. So, for instance, Jacob is playing Nug, who is a man-at-arms. And he has the skill, I believe, Tough as Nails.
Yep.
That's the one you start with.
Yep.
Whenever you put 5 points into that, which I believe you did at character creation,
I sure did.
You can start going down one of the 3 skill trees for your man-at-arms. Are you planning to do that with your improvement points?
I am, because there's a skill I want to get that's halfway down eventually, so I do need to start working on that.
Okay. You want to talk about what you're going to get?
I will put at least 1 point into Fury. A man-at-arms can roll Fury, which is a will skill, at a DC equal to their empathy times 3. If they succeed, the man-at-arms becomes immune to fear, spells that change emotions, and verbal combat.
Oh.
For a number of rounds equal to their Fury value times 2. I could have rolled this skill already. Yeah. I have no reason to, but if I'd done that, 0 times 2 is still 0. But now that I'm put at least 1 point, maybe get up to 2 with it, which would cost me 2 points, right?
Yeah.
1 to get 1, and then 1 because 1.
Yeah.
And then I would actually be able to use it for a couple of rounds.
And so to go to the next one, which is the one I think you want to get, called Zweihand, which is a body skill, you would have to take your Fury up to 5.
Yep.
Whenever you take a skill in your skill tree up to 5, you can use the next one down in its tree at rank 0, and then start investing into it. All skills cap out at 10 unless there's special circumstances for it. So that goes for all your basic ones, like your awareness, which is or your wilderness survival, etc. And the skill tree you get is treated the same way. If you can't tell, the game is pretty well based off of using skills. Everything is built around that, and instead of having feats or special abilities you take for your class or whatever, it's all just basically skills that you get that are unique to you. It works the same way. So you're going for, it looks like the Reaver part of your skill tree, going with Fury. So that's really cool. Drow, do you have anything you're planning to do with your improvement points, or are you banking up?
I want to save some for spells, but I'm thinking about going maybe 1 or 2 points into In Touch, which is the Archmage.
Get that vigor up.
Training? Yes.
Yeah. So In Touch, basically every point you put into it, because you've already maxed out, or you've already unlocked the ability to start using it because of magic training. Every point you put into it, you get 2 more points of vigor, which allows you to cast more per round. So if you put 1 in there, that will give you 2 more vigor, so your vigor will be up to 7. You could cast 2 fire spells per round, right?
Yep.
Wow. With your focus.
So I am going to put 1 in there.
Cool. Yeah, you might want to save them up because you need those improvement points to learn new spells.
Yeah.
And you just so happen to have met a group of mages
who seem to be very interested in me working with them.
Yeah, so you could probably learn magic from them, because to be able to learn new spells, you either have to find a basically spell book or grimoire, or learn from a mage that knows how to cast those spells.
So, being that we're on the topic of spells, does my stamina restore after I've slept completely?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for mentioning that.
Your HP, I don't think will. Your HP should all stay the same, but your stamina should restore.
So, when you cast extra spell, more than 1 spell per turn, do you have to pay the -3 stamina cost to do extra spells?
Yep.
Okay.
But that doesn't count against your vigor. It's only spells cast.
I was just curious.
All right, so that's you two. Kat, what are you looking at spending improvement points on?
I kind of wanted to go the Forge Master route, but I realized the more I read that that's sort of a more long form game type thing. So I've been thinking that I'm going to go into some of the improviser, get the ability to do augmentation and things like that.
Oh yeah, I was looking at this earlier. So you already got your patch job up to 5, which means you can start going down a tree. So augmentation is you can make changes to weapons and armor. Yeah.
It sounds really cool.
Yeah, like I'm looking at it. You can
make it reinforced, give it serrations or spikes.
That's pretty cool. And then I think we were talking about this off air. The one you're kind of aiming for is the middle one in that tree.
Silver coating.
Silver coating, yeah. Because that would be super clutch when you're fighting monsters who only take damage, or not only, who are resistant to non-silver damage. That's pretty cool.
Also, wouldn't it be awesome for our choicest Nug to feel like he's a Witcher and have a silver-coated weapon?
Oh, you know it would.
I just want to do that for him.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah. All right. Well, now that we got the improvement points allocated, let's get into it. Long ago, the worlds collided in a cataclysm known as the Conjunction of the Spheres. Chaos filled the world as vampires, ghouls, trolls, humans, and other monsters poured into the world. The Witchers, mutated by magic and alchemy, were created by human mages to stem the tide. Hundreds of years later, monsters are rare, but evil remains. As war ravages the northern kingdoms, dangerous monsters lurk without and within, in the world of the Witcher. When we last left our intrepid band of heroes, they had been tasked with figuring out to fuck us up with this monster apparently killing people at the ice cutting village. You've been sent to figure out what's wrong and return with the ordered ice for a party for this sorceress. So you set out with a map to find the ice cutting village, got lost in a blizzard, fought off some wolves, broke a foot, as is typical in our games. Dealt with the wolves. You'd found a place to shelter for the night that was actually really close to where the village was anyway, once the storm cleared up. And now you are sitting on the edge of the lake. The village is on the other side of the lake from you. You can see in the distance from the lake, a couple of holes that have been cut by the ice cutters and some piles of snow. It'll take you a couple hours to walk around the lake's edge to get there, but you're here on the shore of the lake.
I do have a question about the lake. You said that there are holes from where the ice cutters cut the ice out.
Yeah.
Are there any spots where it wasn't cut but it was busted? Or are we to assume that this creature, whatever it is, came out of the pre-cut holes?
At this distance, you can't really tell. The pre-cut holes are the bigger ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is what Olgar said.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he
yeah.
said too. I mean, we're assuming this is really thick ice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if it can handle being whacked by an iron staff.
Yeah. Well, ice cutters don't cut thin ice.
Yeah.
So you're here at this frozen lake. I need everyone to make me some awareness checks.
Right in.
All right.
Oh, yeah, baby. A triple. Awareness. I rolled a 10 on the die, plus an
Okay.
extra 3.
Okay.
So that's 13 plus 5 is 18.
And Drow Viverwin got a 27.
I rolled an 8 on the die, plus my intelligence of 10, plus my rank of 1, making this a 19.
All right. Well, I'm going to say all of you, as you're sitting here on the edge of the lake, hear howling in the distance.
Is it a singular howl this time?
No.
God damn it again.
How many howl is it?
There's a few. What do you do?
I suppose we stand our ground this time. He'll hand his loaded crossbow to, Ineth.
I mean, I can fight melee.
He will keep his loaded crossbow on his back.
He will take it back.
Well, I suppose I'll take that back then.
Oh, you have the skills to use it. I don't.
I cannot take another blow to the foot like I did yesterday.
You can stand on the ice where there's no chance of an enemy, ain't nothing there. Wink. Do you have magic, so you don't need his crossbow. Just stand behind us, if you will. We'll make sure they don't get to you.
Nug,
Oh, by the way,
you should keep the crossbow.
Well,
Keep it ready
I'll
for a
keep it.
single attack when we can see them.
if you had the stamina, Drow, you could have healed yourself the rest of your down hit points with your spell.
Well, I did.
Okay, good. I forgot about that in the setup.
Yeah, Nug will actually do just that. He wants to fire at the first wolf that he sees in the hopes that he can drop it and pull a sword before they actually get to him.
Okay,
Smart.
so why don't you guys arrange yourself on the map for me?
I assume we've made it up to the lake's edge. Is that what we were
Let's
assuming?
stay a little bit back.
Because you have time to set yourselves up.
Want to go up one more, Jacob? Or you want to stay close to...
Let's stay close. We have no reason
This.
to think that something on the very edge of the lake would come out. The ice is thick.
Oh, there's no holes really close to us, are there?
No, the holes are on the other side.
Then we're good, right?
Assumably.
Unless it cracks through the ice, we should be good.
Assumably.
Assumably.
I don't suppose I could use any of my new persuasion skills to persuade the wolves to leave us alone. No.
I would like to roll persuasion. Makes an attack roll.
I persuade with my sword. It's like, you have a special sword, don't you?
No. Well, I mean, I have a sword that I was given from the gear table. It's quite a nice sword, which is why I've got a shield so I don't block with my sword.
I just have a plain old iron longsword.
All right, so this is how you want to set yourselves up?
I believe so.
All right. After a few minutes, a very familiar...
Where did he get the wolves from, huh? We slept in their cave.
We killed 3.
Don't you eyebrows
There's
at
gotta
me.
be more.
Hey, Jacob.
Hi. Hey.
Jacob.
What's up?
Magic wolf. Magic wolf that can go upstairs, Jacob.
That's insane.
I kind of like how we situated ourselves. There's, like, we're on both sides of this tree.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Let's get ready to a rumble.
I don't suppose I could get a shot off before we draw initiative. Because we know they're coming.
And he did ask.
Yeah, what's the range on your crossbow?
My crossbow has a range of 100 meters.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and make me a shot?
At what is the distance?
Let's
That's
call
12
it,
meters for the
let's
first
call
one.
it 20 whenever
Okay.
they come into clear view.
Awesome. It's less than a fourth. So Nug is going to... I don't know why I have my dice out. I roll on the table for this thing.
You should shoot at the warg since it's probably still hurt.
I'm shooting at the first thing I see, which would have been
Fair
one
enough.
of the wolves.
Fair enough.
But taking out 1 is good.
All right,
Range?
so I'm going
Close.
to roll an opposed dodge here.
That is a 20 on mine.
All right, I rolled a 15 opposed, so you're going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Nice. Wait. Damage for the crossbow is... Holy crap!
All right, and I rolled 5 on the thing, so you're going to hit it in a paw.
Whoa! By the way,
Whoa.
Jacob rolled a max of 6 on one of his 4.
We should keep in mind, it's applying my body damage to this, which it should not, I believe.
You're right.
So that's only a 21.
Okay. So let's roll some Verf initiative.
Yeah, and that's great, Jacob.
Oh,
I rolled a 1 on my die.
Gets a 1 for initiative.
So he'll then drop his crossbow in the snow and draw his stuff.
Okay. So
you rolled good initiative,
see,
didn't
Cat got
you?
a 17.
Drow.
Yep.
Drow got a 16.
And if possible, Derek, I'd like to apply that to the green wolf.
Yeah, I already did.
Okay, cool.
So Ineth is going to go first again. The 17. Viverwin is going to go next at the 16. And then all the wolves and wargs will go.
So before I go, I just wanted to clarify, are we trying to keep the wolves away from Viverwin? Or are we going to move up? Or are we going to try to stay in our position?
I think we should be able to move up and do this.
How many actions can I do?
Move in 1. But then you can spend 3 stamina to do another action.
Yes.
Could I spend 3 stamina to move twice and then attack?
I don't believe so. You can only move up to your speed. If you want to attack again, so you can take your fast strikes, do 2 attacks.
What happens if you match initiative of somebody?
You can just pick. Or your higher bonus.
I'm going to move to there.
Okay.
And can I hold my attack until the wolf comes up to me?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
So after that is going to be Viverwin, our elven sorceress. What do you want to do?
I'm going to step forward 2 meters, and then I'm going to attack the one that Nug already attacked.
Okay.
Call.
Gonna barbecue another wolf for me?
Perhaps. There's a 16 for the spellcasting attack.
Sweet. Let me roll to defend. I think I can do it with these guys as dodge. So that's going to be a 16 for the dodge.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it ducks out of the way.
Is that your first miss with magic?
I think, but it means barely a miss. Do you want
Yeah.
to try...
Again?
Yeah, you'll have to spend 3 stamina to act again.
And does...
So that'll be a total of 9 stamina this round.
And you'd also be casting at a -3, I think.
I know that's how attacks work. Oh, yeah, then yes.
To take 1 extra action at a -3 is what it says.
Oof.
Do you want to hold on or nah?
Yeah, I think that I'm just going to hold on.
Okay. Sweet. That'll be your turn. Next after that is going to be the wolves' turn.
Uh-oh.
These guys can move quite a bit, so one's going to
I
get
attack.
up to... Oh, yeah, but activate your thing. Go ahead and attack.
I'm going to do my fast strikes with my sword.
Okay.
Actually, can I aim for the torso since it's only -1?
Yes, you can.
I don't want to get a limb.
Okay, go for it.
Submit. And then for the second one, I'll go random just in case.
Okay.
All right, for the first one, I got a 13.
Okay.
That was the one that was attacking specifically the torso. And the second one, I got a 16 at random.
Okay. Well, it says 19 here on the
My
thing.
mouse was over it, sorry.
Okay, so I dodged the first one. I got a 15 to dodge, and then I think I got this. No, you hit on the next one. I rolled 18.
Excellent,
to
I
dodge.
hit. So I'll do damage with my sword, which I believe is 2d6 plus 2.
Okay, roll for it. I'm going to roll for the location real quick. It's going to be another limb, unfortunately. That's going to be 10. It's 5 points of damage it takes.
And then I want to spend stamina to have another action.
Okay, go ahead, spend your stamina and do another series of attacks. They will be at -3, but there should be a checkbox for you for that.
Yes. Can I still do the 2 strikes, fast strikes?
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
In 5e, you have to wait to level 5 to attack
Fast
4
strikes.
times.
Extra action.
Which you just
yes,
do it right off the bat.
submit. And I'm going to keep my attacks placed as random to possibly get better. Oh, I rolled a crit. I got a 10 and then rolled a 5 to add to it.
Oh.
And that's not too shabby.
Yeah.
Well, did roll well on my first defense.
Oh no.
That's a 20, but you still beat it with a 23.
Nice.
Go ahead, roll damage for that one.
Let
I'll
me
roll
just
for the location.
scoot you on away there.
Again on the limbs. We'll go ahead and
Dang
roll
it.
damage. I'm going to roll for my next defense on your second attack. And I beat the second attack.
I rolled 2 5s for a 16 damage.
All right, so 8 points of damage are going to get through. Nice, and this wolf had to spend some stamina to do those extra defensive actions. Not too bad. You put the wounding on this thing pretty well. There were 2 good hits. You cut twice at its legs, and blood is all over the snow. This next wolf is going to try.
That first wolf didn't get to attack. It was interrupted.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Yes, I was supposed to take an attack.
All right, it's going to bite, and it rolled a 1. Let me roll again. Yeah, so I rolled a total of 8 to hit you, so you're fine.
Wait, did you fumble?
Yeah, I rolled a 1, so that's going to... I failed by 10.
Fumble table.
Uh-oh. Got the fumble table pulled up?
I sure do.
Tell me what to roll.
Roll a d10.
8.
You trip and fall prone. I'm doing the unarmed attack / defense.
Yep.
Or would you rather melee?
Let's do unarmed.
This would probably be. You trip and fall prone. You must make a stun save.
All right, let me make a stun save. I am stunned. Oh no. Let's read about stunned real quick. You are stunned. Your head reeling and vision swimming. You can't take any actions while stunned, and anyone attacking you has to only beat DC 10 to hit you. To end this effect, you must make a stun save. This roll takes your whole turn. If you are struck while stunned, you snap out of it immediately. Very cool.
You have a chance to hurt this dog.
That's what I'm going to go for.
That wolf is now stunned, so Green Wolf is going to start moving. It can actually get up to Ineth.
That is me.
Oh, sorry. It can get up to Viverwin. Brain bad today. And it's going to make a bitey bite. Bitey McBiter said, and it rolled a 1.
Please.
Oh, but no. I was like, oh, but don't worry. I got a 9 on my second roll, which is
means you
about
subtract 9.
as bad as it gets. So that's my base is 10.
Don't tell, because they've got to decide how to defend before you announce what you say.
I would try to evade.
You can reposition if you have a good athletics is reposition, and then dodge is dodge.
Its own skill.
Yeah.
So I have no points in either of them.
If you reposition, you get to move half your speed to get away. Is that right?
I do believe so.
Okay.
Ooh, that would give you
Sure.
a nice little advantage.
So it's athletics?
Yeah.
24.
Oh my God, you are. I think it fumbled. If you want to look up the fumble table, because I have a total of a 1.
Oh my God.
I rolled, my base is 10. I rolled a 1, so that doesn't count. And then I rolled again to subtract, and I got a 9. So that's a total of a 1.
Here's I guess that 9 is what applies to the fumble table.
Yeah, it's fumbled by.
This would be unarmed again.
Yeah.
You fail horribly and not only fall prone, but take 1d6 lethal damage to the head and must make a stun save.
What do you say damage?
Oh boy, this one's already been hit by the crossbow too, so I might just kill myself apparently. Remember, head is triple damage. Well, I rolled a 1 on the d6, so times 3 is going to be 3 points of damage.
And just so you know, you don't have to have that second roll be the roll. It's just the -1. You can do the actual fumble table as a separate roll if you want to.
Okay, and what was the other effect? I hit my head and it hurts real bad.
And then you're stunned. Or you have to make a stun save.
Oh, my favorite.
Well, you made it.
I made it. I rolled below my thing, so I am not stunned. Delicious. This wolf...
Is this still alive?
Number blue. Yes, he is.
Number blue.
Is going to move over here, but he can't get up to
Did you
Ineth.
reposition or dodge?
Repositioned.
Then
So
you can move.
Yeah, you can move half your speed away if you want.
It sounds like you could cheese that.
You could cheese that.
So, I mean, you can move 2 squares.
Back to where I started.
Greets the wolf. Hello, you look like you knocked your head pretty bad.
Not as bad as I am going to knock it.
I bet.
Or you. You're good
Aye.
at that.
I am very good at that.
Oofta, that's a pretty bad one there.
Oh dear.
Oofta. This is a real
That
oofta
suits
moment.
Oofta.
At Warg, no. At Warg, as me name on it.
So the rest of these guys just move up because they're pretty far back in this snowdrifty edge of the lake. Next in the order is going to be Eineth. Hey there, bud.
Eineth is going to aim at the torso for the stunned wolf with one strong strike.
All right, so that's -1 for aiming at the torso, -3 for the strong strike. However, it's only going to be DC 10 because it's stunned.
And do I have... Because I said strong strike, it's already doing the minus for me, right?
Yes.
Correct.
All right. That is a 13. I make the DC 10, right?
There you go.
There you go. You're going to hit.
yeah.
I rolled a 6. It wasn't too bad.
Now, what is the bonus damage for strong strike?
But I'm going to kill you,
When
eh?
making a strong strike, you make one huge attack at -3 to your roll, which does double damage against the opponent.
Wow.
I don't know if it would be as much or if it would be
Oh,
there.
I know. It just is fun.
I'm gonna chop off your head there. Sorry.
Alrighty. Well, go up and drop off its head there, bud. Make your
Oh,
damage
no, I'm
roll.
actually slicing open its
I
torso.
suppose you just, roll twice?
Yeah, or I just roll, I'll double it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I rolled 11 damage.
All right, so, and that's going to be doubled, and it is going to hit the torso, so it takes full damage from that. However, this thing has much less than even just 11 hit
22
points.
hit points of damage.
Yeah, so it is what we all in the business call hella
Just-
dead.
Shrink.
Do I,
Sorry
rip
there,
my
bud.
sword through its ribs?
You reel your sword back in both hands and just twist and throw all your might and bring it down on its torso, and you splay its blood and guts all over the snow and dead trees.
And
It is
me,
dead.
probably.
There was a juicy one.
Yeah, juicy. Popped like a grape. That is
Disgusting.
your turn. Fun fact, you haven't used your movement yet, so you could still move and take an extra action if you so desire.
Oh, I'm thinking about doing it. I'm going to move over here, one step over, which is 2 meters.
Uh-huh.
Fun fact, the way you see the arrows, when you look at something, it actually affects what you can see. If you go behind to the other side of the blue wolf, it will get a -3 on its defense against you.
Yeah.
Can I really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I'm going to do it. I didn't know
And
that.
there are also no attacks of opportunity in this game, so there's no reason why you couldn't move through or around the
So
spaces.
I can go, are you saying to its left or one above?
Go down to
Right
here,
there.
just behind it.
I can't do that though. I can only get 3 squares.
I thought you were right. That's one.
One
hold on.
here.
Right here.
1, 2, 3.
No, 1, 2 diagonal, and then 3 diagonal.
Sweet. Yep. And this is like 5e diagonals.
But now I'm technically ganged up on.
Only if they hit you, only if you don't kill it.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
well,
they were going to gang up on you regardless.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to spend the points to attack
3
again.
stamina, and then go ahead and make your attacks. And these are going to be extra attacks, so they'll take that -3.
Then I think I'm going to do
This fast strikes.
fast strikes and try to get a better
But
chance of
luckily-
getting a high one.
That -3 to his defense should help counteract that.
Correct.
Hopefully. All right, fast strikes. It is an extra action. I just want to get the highest chance. Oh, these were bad. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
No.
Well, I rolled a 1.
Again?
So that's 10 minus fumbled by 4. I thought I rolled a 10, but then I realized I was rolling my D percentile dice. I was like, then I remembered there is no 10. There's only 0, which is the 10.
Which is the 10, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 6, which means you hit on the first one.
Hey!
And then that's -3 on top of that. So that would be a total of 3 versus the 11. So
That's
that
a
would
crit.
be a crit.
Crit, because I succeed
yeah.
by 8.
So, oh boy. First off,
I'm rolling location.
okay, roll the 2d6.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Yeah.
Because we have a lot
Rolled.
of tables to roll on this time.
Yeah.
13 damage.
10 on the 2d6.
Cracked rib, so it's a torso blow.
Okay.
You take a -2 to body. This does not affect health points. So, plus 3 bonus damage for you, cats.
so it'll be
So
a
then it's
total of
16 damage.
And it'll take all of it because it's in the
Yep.
torso.
And now it needs to roll on the fumble table.
Oh, boy.
What was that?
That was a defensive roll, though.
There is armed defense and then unarmed attack / defense.
I was dodging.
So you were dodging. I guess that is fine then.
This is more around blocking, it looks like.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay, well, that is your turn on the first hit. Oh, and then I have to defend against your second.
Yes, you do, which was a 12.
Yikes. Oh, I got a 10 on that. Hell yeah.
So you're
that's
going to
be
defend
20
against it.
plus 9, 29, minus the 3 for being attacked from behind. And that's going to be a 26. Does that mean you
I
fumble?
have a fumble?
I don't think so, because you didn't roll a 1.
Do I have a fumble because it got a 26 to dodge me?
No, that's only how crits work. And it's dodging, not attacking.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Sweet. That's great. That's Ineth's turn. I think next in the order is Viverwin. Wait, did you get to go, Nug?
I got really low. I got like 9.
Yeah, but we're already in the
10.
second round. Go ahead, take your
Oh,
turn.
no, I haven't gone at all.
Yeah, go ahead, take your turn before Viverwin goes.
Viverwin, do you want us here Green Wolf, or do you want me to take care of that?
Whatever would suit your fancy.
He's going to run past the Green Wolf.
Okay.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to the Yellow Wolf.
Okay.
Uh,
So
You have a move of 10?
yeah.
Wow.
And he will fast strikes this wolf.
Like a little tiny motorboat in the snow.
That's right.
All right, give me some fast strikes. I'm going to roll to defend.
We dwarves are made for sprinting.
That is a fumble.
On the first attack you hit,
I do. What did it roll?
I rolled a 7 plus 12.
So
19. Never mind. It's a miss because you have to beat it. I'm sorry. I added wrong in my head. Oops.
Uncalled for. But continue.
And the second one, let me defend against. You probably made it though.
Second one is a 13.
Excuse me. I probably lost. I can't word today. I beat the second one.
Okay. And I rolled a fumble, but if we're just doing the second number is also the roll on the chart?
Sure.
Or are we re-rolling for the chart?
Let's just do it like that.
Okay, no major fumble.
Okay. Easy enough. So you
two misses.
You can spend your stamina.
I sure am going to spend my stamina again.
2 more attacks.
2 more attacks. That's going to be down to 47 stamina. Submit, 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 submit. Okay, much better.
I want to get an audio clip of Jacob saying submit on repeat and put it over like a very authoritarian poster. Submit, 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 submit.
Oh my god.
So that will be 21 for my first attack and 20 for my second attack.
15 on the first attack, so go ahead and do your damage to the head. 1 on a d10.
That is
Whoa.
29 damage.
What about your...
And that will triple to just under 90 damage.
You cut off its head.
Well, second attack don't
What
matter
about
much
your
then.
bleeding
Yeah.
effect?
Doesn't matter. Its head's gone.
okay.
I'm sure it's bleeding.
The bleeding effect here is
It's-
an arterial
You-
spray.
Yeah.
it's not bleeding. It's dead.
the blood sprays
Oh,
all
it's
over,
bleeding. It's just
all over
dead.
Nug, and he's like, "Oh, right, like that's nasty."
Wow. This is what I talk about how swingy this is. You went from missing horribly and near like fumbling to I cut off its head in one roll.
I'm just glad armor makes a lot of difference, and
Yeah, it
fighting
does.
things that don't have armor makes you feel real nice.
Yep. Well, so we covered your turn. Viverwin, it's your turn.
I have a
'cause
question.
Round 2. Yep.
Are wargs intelligent?
You want to make a monster lore roll real quick?
Sure. Will that be my thing?
No.
Okay.
Get for free.
14.
Oh, great. Yeah, they don't have any extra intelligence from wolves. They're just slightly sturdier, tend to be the pack leaders.
Okay. So, being that my speed is 8, that means that I can move 8 meters, right?
Yes.
Does that mean that I could get behind it and have a bonus to my attack?
Correct.
Yeah, actually.
All right, cool. I'm going to get behind the green wolf, and then I'm going to try and shoot it with fire.
Okay. Point of order. You will be facing behind it.
Yeah.
So if the warg were to come up and get behind you,
Yeah,
stuff.
same
But yeah.
thing.
This warg is after me. I'm the one that hurt it.
All right. Hit me. All right, so make your spellcasting roll. Oh, 20.
Woo!
And fun fact, in case
Natural
it does
8
end
on
up
the
applying, I am fairly certain that under the fumble table, defense would account for dodge.
Okay.
I want to say I'm fairly certain.
I got a 17 on my dodge. That's a fail for me. Go ahead and roll your spell damage.
18.
18. Don't worry
See where it hits.
about. Oh, it hits the torso. You don't have to roll for if it's on fire or not because it's dead.
Okay.
Super dead. All right, I think you did roll for it's on fire. It's dead and on fire.
I'm just going to warm my hands.
Just sit there. Everyone's good out here.
Fun fact, I'm reading the crit and fumbles table, and it starts off by saying fortune plays a big role on the battlefield. I, honest to God, thought at a glance that said Fortnite plays a big role on the battlefield.
God damn it! Not
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Oh, the Viverwind sure is frightful, because that fire is delightful. That's Viverwind's turn. The wolves are going to act. The one around Ineth is going to promptly turn the fuck around and attack.
I dodge.
Ooh, 10.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and make your dodge roll. Plus 2. It's going to be 22.
I got 20 to dodge, though.
Okay,
No
so
crit.
just normal damage.
No
Let's see
whammies.
where it hits on your body. It hits your torso for a total of 5 points of damage. What is your stopping
My
power?
stopping power on my torso is 12.
I can't get through you guys' armor. You're so chunky.
I spent all my money on this medium armor.
But it does get a +2 because it's the thing, but it doesn't matter because it wouldn't have put it to crit town anyway. The other wolf is going to turn and bite you.
I dodge.
You bite
All right,
you.
spend 1 stamina because you've already defensively acted once.
Just one, or do I have to spend 3?
Just 1.
Okay.
It's just 1 for a defensive action. It's 3 for taking an extra action.
I rolled a 19 on my dodge.
You pass because it only got a 13 on its attack. Cool. Warg's going to go up. I'm going to roll for who it's going to attack, although
Fight me. Fight me. Fight me.
it's going to go for the choicest nug.
Yeah.
And it's going to go take a little bitey poo
Bring it on. I will block
with your shield.
with my shield.
All right, make me that roll.
19.
You successfully block it. It does not get its attack off on you. It rolled like a 13, I think. That's going to be the end of their turn. Nug, it's your turn because I skipped you last time and now it's your turn in round 2.
Nug is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and flank this wolf with himself.
There's got to be something for this because this is so cheesy.
I have not been able to find it. You could probably home rule something that would make a lot of sense.
You know what would make sense?
What?
Not having fucking facing in this game. I love you, Artel Sorian, but facing in tabletop is really hard for me to keep track of.
You know what? If you don't want to do facing, you're the DM. You could just say no facing because that would.
The only thing that makes me nervous is vision cones are important for balancing some pieces of armor.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah, I know.
So Nug will run around the wolf, I guess.
Well, it's also running up to meet you, so you could also just like head
Skid
towards
past
it,
it.
skid past.
Yeah, there we go. And he's going to do. Yeah, he'll do 2 fast strikes. And don't forget that it has a -3 on its defenses.
Oh, I'm well aware. So go ahead and make your strikes real quick.
Good strikes. Good
So fun
strikes.
fact.
Bad rolls, good strikes.
That's a 17 you got on the attack.
Uh-huh.
I rolled a 17 to dodge, but -3 is 14. Roll damage. You hit the leg.
I do 9 damage.
All right, so it's 18 halved is 9. That's good.
And it does not get bleeding.
It is not bleeding. All right,
But my second strike is a 20.
let me defend against the second strike. That is going to be a adjusted 13. I
That
think.
is a critical.
fail.
So if you would mind rolling 2d6 for me, Derek.
Oh boy. This isn't the Witcher RPG. This is the Tables RPG. 9 on the 2d6.
That is cracked ribs, so biggest thing. It's torso.
Torso. Go ahead and make me your damage then.
That is going to be 29 damage.
Jacob rolled 2 5s and
6
2
and 2
3s and a
threes.
6.
And you added the critical damage. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, 29 damage.
You kill it.
Oh, hold on. It's also bleeding.
It only had 30 hit points. Oh my god.
Well, that arrow wasn't so as tough.
You are the choicest nug.
Really, you are.
Dang. All right, top of round 3, it's Ineth's turn. There are still 2 wolves on the battlefield. One is wounded. Both are now facing you.
So my question is this. The blue one is wounded, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm going to be cheesy and go 1,
Oh my
2,
god.
3.
Oh my god.
Just
and
wait. You'll
run
eventually
around
start doing it
behind
to
it.
us.
I know.
And then I'm going to do fast strikes.
It's unrouted. Fall back.
Okay.
And I'm keeping my positions random. Oh no. I really fumbled the first one. It might
The
not
fumble
matter.
has no effect on the table.
Yeah, you fumbled by 4, so no effect.
Okay, so I just miss.
Yeah, and it does dodge.
Okay,
so
and
second
then-
one is a 16 you had.
Yeah, that one might make it. Might.
Okay, it's
-3 because I'm behind him.
You know, having the second roll actually count as your table roll isn't that bad because it kind of reflects on how bad of a fumble it was.
exactly, that's my thought.
But that
Yeah.
does also mean that if you get a big number, not only do you miss super hard, you're going to suffer super bad for
Yeah.
it.
Good.
So it's not bad, really bad, really bad.
It just gets worse.
So do I hit the
exponentially.
second time or no?
No, you just barely
Okay.
miss because I rolled a 17 on my defense.
Aw.
Do you want to take the...
Wait, did you take -3 to your defense?
That was with the minus.
Okay.
It would have been a 20 otherwise.
I actually do want to do that because I don't want to get ganged up on again.
Okay, so go ahead and do that.
So that bumps my stamina down. Fast strikes. Extra action. All right. Oh!
Oh
I
my
rolled
goodness.
2 10s in a row.
Oh,
Whoa!
Ineth gets to be awesome.
So I rolled a grand total of, was it 6 plus 12 is 18 minus 3 is
Is that
15?
why I rolled 3 dice? Because the 10s
Oh.
explode?
yes.
That's a deadly critical.
That's a deadly critical.
Our first deadly critical.
Yeah.
I thought it would be.
Derek, if you'll
Nug.
roll 2d6.
5.
That is dismembered arm. You cut off one of its front legs.
So it's an arm one. Okay.
I cut
The
off its
blow
leg.
rends your arm from your body or damages it beyond repair. The arm cannot be used and you start bleeding.
All
you
right.
also, whenever you roll your damage, do 10 additional damage.
Okay, so roll your damage for me.
Okay. Where does it hits the arm? So it's going to be halved.
It's going to be half, but you add 10 extra damage because
I
it's
need
a
to
deadly
learn
critical.
my damage so I don't have to switch screens to do it.
Kat, there is a red area where your initiative is. Your weapon should also
Oh,
be there.
thank you, because I keep switching tabs. They'll be faster.
Okay, cool. So that is going to
I got
be 11 plus...
You said 10, so 21.
21.
Halved.
Halved is going to be just 10. But don't worry, you killed it. And you cut off its limb.
Now, Derek, you talked about it being interesting how sometimes you might not get damaged but get criticaled. Imagine getting one of the deadly criticals, but the damage not going through your armor. You know?
Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it?
Well, you cannot block the bonus damage with armor, so maybe that's
Right.
what it's supposed to translate as.
Yeah.
That's
All
my
right.
best guess.
So, Viverwin, it is your turn. There's one wolf remaining on the battlefield, unharmed, oddly enough.
So I can get.
Oh, and it's not facing you. God damn it.
Yeah. I can get there, and then
Where did you go?
I'm
the
underneath
dead wolf.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I can get there, which will take a
Hello.
Minus 3 to
from its
defend.
defense. Yes.
Oh my god.
It's a 16.
That's out of the box. Oh, 10.
Oh.
2. So that's 10 plus 24 minus 3 is 21. Okay, so I beat
20?
I rolled a 10. So plus 2, my base is 16. That's 24 minus 3 is 21.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again then.
Okay. Yeah, because you can cast this twice without
Yep,
bad Johns.
yep, and this will be just static.
minus 3.
Minus 3.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
his minus 3.
Yeah.
That's right.
Correct.
Oh.
Oh, 17.
Yeah.
I just barely beat it. I rolled a 9 on that second roll. So fireball misses, and then another one. Very close is a 17. It singes the hairs on the back, but sails over because I rolled, I think it's like 19 on my die.
Is it my turn?
It is the wolf's turn.
What?
Yes, because you go after you at the bottom. We messed up last time. That's why
I
you
know,
acted
I know.
differently. The stupid wolf is going to run around Ineth
I dodge.
Oh.
and get behind you.
I dodge.
So you dodge at a minus 3. Attack you poo. 8. It gets a 18.
I got a 16 though.
It gets an 18.
Dang it.
Oh.
And it's going to bite you in your
But
torso.
Okay. My stopping power is 12.
I don't get through your stopping power again.
we are so funny.
It was so worth it to spend my money on this armor.
Yes, we are.
Is that what I'm getting? Is what I'm getting from this, right? So worth it to spend pretty much all my money on this armor.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now it's Nug's turn.
Now it is Nug's turn.
Nug
choices
is
of
going to
Nugs.
do a charge action, which he can run, which allows him to run and do a strong attack in the same turn. And he's going to get to behind the wolf.
Oh my god.
He's going to do that
Are there
really.
any limitations about like
I
directionality?
just looked it up. There is not. This is not Pathfinder, my friend. By taking a full action, you can execute a charge against a target. A charge allows you to move up to your run speed and then make a strong strike. You still get minus 3, but if the attack is blocked, you can make a physique check to knock them prone.
Okay.
So he's going to do that, like, kind of ridiculous and weird anime run where it's like running in half a circle, sword dragging on the
Yeah.
ground as he just kind of semicircles around to this wolf.
Are you using
Oh my
the
God.
sword to angle your turn?
Sure, yes, that it sounds cool.
I thought we were playing The Witcher, not an anime.
And he's
game.
going to strong strike it.
God.
Hey, don't forget, you have a minus 3 because he's behind the
I know.
wolf.
I rolled. I already got my result. So I rolled an 8 on the die. Plus 12 is 20.
Oh my god.
Minus 3 is 17. That loses to your 19.
Why don't you go ahead and roll where I hit you as I roll twice?
Oh my god.
I should have just doubled the first one, I suppose, but that still is going to be.
Yeah.
Where's it hit?
Well, if
the
you
first
double
one.
the first
it's
one,
gonna
it's
be,
30 damage.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be a beep 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 leg attack again.
So
half
15 damage, and it is not. Oh, it is bleeding.
It bleeds.
Yeah.
So 15 damage. This is actually the first hit this thing's taken.
Or is that a.
And it is now being ganged up on by you two. Although Ineth has to face it next time. Okay. That's Nug's turn. Ineth, it is your turn. Top
Can
of round
I whip
4.
around to face it?
Yep, and you can do your John.
All right. 2 attacks,
Okay.
fast strikes, random locations. I got a 9 on the first one, which was a fumble by 2.
Oh, no consequences.
Okay.
Whew. And then the other one was a natural 4 for a 15.
Well, I beat the first one, and then the second one, I also beat, unfortunately. You want to spend that stamina, John?
Yeah, I'm going to spend it.
What a
Okay.
stubborn wolf.
I don't
I'm going to spend it. I spend it to attack again.
Okay.
Fast strikes. This is an extra action.
Okay.
So, doing it again.
Oh, not great.
10 and a 13. Neither were failures, though. like fumbles.
17 on the first attack, and 1. So that's going to be 12, which already you're going to hit, and then I fumble by 4. But don't
no
worry about it.
consequences.
So I do
okay.
hit once?
Yeah, you do hit once on your
Yes!
second strike there. Roll your damage.
That's what I like about the contested part. It helps.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to fail automatically.
It is going to hit a limb for half damage.
I rolled a 3 and a 1, so it's not the best damage. I got 10.
So 10 halved is 5. With 5 points of damage, you kill it. Take it to exactly 0. You've killed and slaughtered my wolf puzzle.
All right. And anybody hurt?
Oh no.
Oh, good. We wrecked them.
Oh Nug. That was quite a blow. That was different.
It was awesome. I cut his head clean off.
You did. It's still like spewing wolf blood on the snow.
Oh, this is awesome.
It was lovely to see.
Inef wraps her knuckles on her armor. Best purchase ever.
Yeah, a good bit of armor is very helpful.
If you want to take the time, you can get 22 beast bones and 21 more dog
The
tallow.
issue is I can't carry them all.
Hold
and
on.
6 more wolf pelt.
We'll worry about this.
Wolf hide.
Off air. Just what was the number again?
Make a note of it. You can get from these wolves 22 beast bone, 21 dog tallow, and 6 wolf hide.
That's not. You should be able. We'll check it out after.
I added the tent. And I've got the other beast bones, which are 4 pounds each, and I have 9.
The bones are 4 pounds each.
It's a skeleton.
A whole skeleton?
It's beast bones.
Yeah, that's what the thing. They weigh a lot.
It can't be a whole skeleton because we got 22 of them.
You kill 6 wolves and get 22 skeletons.
These were 2-star wolves.
These are
Abominations.
yeah.
Get us some money.
Fighting us, they had bits of bone bulging against the skin.
That's the wild hunt.
They're all just Siamese twins.
All right, so you got the village on the other side of the lake. How are you going to get there?
I suppose there's no reason we can't just walk around. No need risking the lake, I suppose.
What about Viv?
I think that I would like to try, maybe casting a bit of a spell towards it.
Attacking the lake?
See if I can aggravate what is underneath.
Oh yes, show nature who's boss.
Yes.
I can throw a big rock.
I can throw a big rock.
What is it they say on TikTok for my male audience?
This is for the boys.
Yeah.
If you throw a rock at that ice lake, Nug will suddenly become fascinated. He has to watch.
I don't understand.
There's a trend on TikTok where it's just like,
This is for the boys.
This
and
is
you
for
throw
my
like ice
or rocks
and
or something. Yeah.
or like roll
Watching
a big
things
rock down a
break.
hill.
Yeah.
The simple pleasures.
Okay. Simple
Yeah.
pleasures. I gotcha.
Let's just cross on the ice. Far away from the holes.
All right, then.
All right.
You lead the way. You are smarter than me.
So you're going to all try to cross the lake?
Yes, we get the
Keeping weapons
impression
drawn.
that the ice is sturdy, right?
Yeah, it's very sturdy. I mean, there's like deep cuts in the middle of it.
Okay.
Should we like go just avoid any of the holes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I am going to glamour myself.
Glamour
Ooh,
yourself.
what's that
Yes.
What are you going to make yourself look
I'm
like?
going to make myself look like a human.
do? Not a bad idea, probably.
Yeah. And this is 1d6 hours that it lasts.
Or this is my human friend, Viverwood.
No, if she goes as human, we'll just call her Viv.
Hi, this is Viv. She's my human friend.
So, as a human, do you look like yourself, almost, or
He'll do better, I promise. I'm just having a gaff.
I felt my life expectancy drop.
okay? So now that I have a serious question, do you just look like yourself as a human, or are you changing your appearance in general?
Probably less ostentatious.
Okay.
Viverwin is a very distinct looking person. This is probably a brunette.
Okay, because I mean, like, you've straight up got like what? Did you say white hair?
Yep. White hair, albino skin, bright violet eyes. The eyes stay the same.
But like, if you're like a brunette or something, you'd look
Yeah.
pretty normal.
Was that the same Warg? Like same eye and everything?
Yeah, it was the
Okay.
same one. Okay, so as you guys are crossing, you all notice as you get out more towards the middle of the frozen lake, there's like, you didn't see it quite at first, but as you get closer to it, you see very distinctly ice cutting gear covered by snow. And also some drag marks. You see more clearly now the cuts in the hole where they've been pulling out chunks of ice. Nug, your Witcher medallion does nothing.
Take it. All right. he'll hold it and just kind of stroke it, but he won't say anything because he doesn't actually know what which medallion does.
That's right. You start making your way past this gear, and for a moment, you feel like you saw something, like a bird's shadow passing overhead.
But it's actually underneath the lake. Ah!
A cloud passing, but it happens so fast, you don't think about it.
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You stop all of a sudden at once, and you notice something is moving under the ice towards you at a shockingly fast speed.
Oh dear.
Run.
Run.
I need you all to make athletics checks
Uh-oh.
as you compulsively run away, unless you fight that urge.
No.
We're going to do what the book says is run away very fast.
How does luck work?
So that's a good question. Luck is a statistic in this game. Basically, it's like something you put points in, like the rest of your skills that go up to 10, and you can spend it on a roll, and it refills every time we have a session, like with improvement points. So if you have 5 luck total, you could spend up to 5 points throughout the whole session, all at once or spread out one by one.
I would like to spend 2 luck on this roll.
Okay.
Me too.
I'm going to spend 2 luck on this roll as well.
And what is everybody's luck value real
5.
quick?
-4.
Cool.
All right, so that'll be
We've all dumped luck.
You said 2 for
Yeah.
Viverwin. That'll be 16 and
I got a 17.
Oh, that's
17.
so good. I got a 17 as well. 4, 7, 4, 2.
17. Okay, so 16, 17, and 17. I'm glad you guys spent the luck
Oh.
because 14 to 17, you're all able to outrun.
Oh my goodness.
As you start running away, as this thing charges you, you're sprinting towards the village. You see it get closer, and you hear cracking of the ice behind you as it starts to move and come up closer, and then it breaches. You see this giant beast. It looks almost like some sort of demonic frog with a translucent belly.
A froghemoth.
And it just steams and lets out this growl as you book it to the ice village. We'll pick up there next time. Tune in next time to see what happens.
Holy crap. How are we going to fight that?
Fire!
Can we hire a witcher?
Is there a witcher to toss a coin to?
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us. If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are at Third Gallon, that's THIRD Gallon. You can also tweet at us using the hashtag Third Gallon, and we are on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook with the same handle, at Third Gallon. We also publish a video version of this podcast on YouTube, which you can find on our channel, The Third Gallon. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work at youtube.com/Michael Ghelfi Music, and you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Our theme music for this season was composed by Alexander Nakarada. You can find more of his work at serpentsoundstudios.com and support him at patreon.com/A-Nakarada. That's patreon.com/ANAKARADA. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.